How is everybody doing this fine day? So, today is hopefully going to be a little different than what some of you guys think. First of all, I told you so. I have to say that off the bat because there have been so many things that I told you so about that have come true that people denied or didn't want to believe or anything like that. And I have predicted for years that at some point in time, Tess Holliday will go on a focused weight loss journey. Not because I think that she believes anything is wrong with how she lives, but that sooner or later her health was going to kind of demand it. So we're going to take a slightly different approach about this. I'm going to try to be as helpful as humanly possible. Now, I want for everybody to understand that I would coach this woman for free for 6 months because I have made many videos on her. I've made money off of her name and face. I would put my money where my mouth is. I would sign a non-disclosure agreement that would help this woman. And Tess, I know you watch my shit because I've seen the fucking text messages you've sent other people that they send to me, and how much you hate me and you watch my shit. So my message to you is that you do not need to like me, but I can help you. Right? I don't think she'll ever take me up on that offer. I don't think any of them will ever take me up on that offer. By the way, I just don't. Because to actually come work with me would mean that they would have to completely give up their stances of that they lied about for years. Like this woman, Tess Holliday, really was kind of the anchor point for the body positivity movement, right? And her being on Cosmo UK or wherever the fuck it was in 2017 or 18, I believe, that was the catalyst for this shit. It really was. And then the mainstream media latching on and her being able to sit up there and say that she, her health is nobody's business, even though we have shared healthcare expenditure, saying that she's, fit and healthy. I mean, she's actually said that before, like that she's fit and healthy. Oh, this is awesome. 24 pounds down. Let's go. Awesome. But this woman is, arguably one of the worst people I've ever encountered. She lies pretty specifically about, everything. But let's listen to what she has to say, because I don't know what exactly catalyzed this. But what I will also say is what I'm finding awfully odd about this whole situation is she did not need to mention this to people. Like Tess Holliday, in the state she's at now, could lose 100 pounds before anybody would even really notice. She doesn't ever show herself walking around anymore. She doesn't ever show herself, because she barely fucking can, probably. She doesn't really show herself full body wise. And frankly, she's so inflated right now that she could probably lose 100 pounds. She's got to go around 500 pounds, like somewhere around there, even though she's short. She's very big. She could lose 100 pounds and people would barely fucking notice. She could hide it from people. So I was kind of shocked that she came through with even saying this. So this makes me feel that in some way, something very serious happened with her health. And I've been predicting that for a while. Also, it's another I told you so. You just are not going to get into your into your 40s and weigh as what Tess weighs and have it be not life inhibiting. Like, I mean, she looks like she can barely move. She looks like she's in physical pain just sitting there, which is something that we don't want for anybody. Like, that's the thing. Like, I think she's a horrible person, but she is somebody's mother, and for children's sake, and just for being like an empathetic human being, which I'm often accused of not being. But I want this woman to lose weight. I want this woman to be a good example for her audience, her child, society. I do find that, in what we're about to watch, there's many contradictions with things she has already said, but I'm going to try to keep the snark down a little bit. Everybody knows that's how I communicate. But this is Tess Holliday talking about how she's now going to lose weight. So let's blow her up a little bit more, and we'll get to this. Come on.
Often, I was sitting here thinking to myself, why is me losing weight?
Make sure to cue this sympathetic, sad music in the background. because to completely flip on everything you've ever fucking said before, you need to come across very sympathetic. Again, happy she's talking about losing weight, but she is about to completely flip on everything she's ever fucking said.
Different this time than maybe it has been the previous time. And I know.
So she's admitting that she's tried to lose weight many times, which we all knew, but she would deny often.
Now, if you grew up in the 90s and 2000s, you know that if you were plus size, you were automatically on a plus size to weight loss train. Whether
as it fucking should be, because by plus size, she means fat. And if you're fat, you should be put on a weight loss train immediately by all of society, your doctor, your family, anybody that cares for you. Immediately, you should be spoken to in a framework that is about you losing fucking weight because you're obese. You're not plus size. Like that. This was my whole thing about all this plus size bullshit to begin with. We cannot like soften the language of something that should be very, very, very serious and harsh by just saying plus size. And that's another thing too. Plus size goes apparently from being, 20 pounds, 30 pounds overweight to, beach ball size, like beach ball shaped. And I just find that kind of weird. Like you're not plus size. This woman is 5'3", something like that, and has weighed over 300 pounds, likely the majority of her life. You are not plus size. You are fat as fuck, woman. Like stop candy coating it. You might eat it. Stop it.
that was Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, 100-calorie snack packs. We've all been victimized by that. Lane Bryant.
You're not a victim of these things. You're a failure when it comes to them, but you are not a victim of these things. Like you're talking about weight loss tools as a person that's about to say how you're going to lose weight. Like I'm gonna argue again. Like get in the right mind frame. She is, for her to admit that she is losing weight means something is definitely up. Like something is very, 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 very serious. Like for her to even mention losing weight, something is very seriously up. Something's off, right? Because one more time, for those of you that are just joining or missed the very beginning of this, she could lose 100 pounds and nobody would fucking notice. That's how big this woman is right now. She's 500 plus. I mean, she's looking very, 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 very big. And I do hope she loses at least, 330 some fucking pounds or 40, 50 pounds, because she should probably weigh about 150 pounds. Like she is easily 3 times bigger than what she should be. And the skin removal on this woman is going to be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. If she ever gets down to the point where she would get skin removal surgery. I'm thinking that this might just be a phase. But I think she might get over it, and get back to this, because what's going to happen is people are going to start saying true shit, right? Like, woman, you've been telling people for decades now that they don't need to lose weight if they're fat, that there's nothing wrong with them if they're fat. And now you're saying that there's something wrong, that you need to lose weight. Like, you're going to have to take the L on this. Like, for people to in any way take her seriously when it comes to the body positivity shit. Like, she basically founded the body positivity movement. Remember everybody saying F your beauty standards? Well, apparently we're not effing that much no more. Because F your beauty standards was not beauty standards. It was beauty standard. And it was only about weight, right? Because she literally, for years, was the epitome of all the other beauty standards. Always had her hair done professionally, nails, makeup, all that bullshit. So calling herself pretty, which Stay Puff. But reality, is that like something is obviously going on. She is now in very serious cope mode in this video. Let's see.
And workwear for our regular clothes. We were all little baby business people. And the 6th grade. So I thought to myself, why is this time different?
I would imagine this time is different because you were given a diagnosis that scared the fuck out of you. Again, for you to even be admitting it, like it would be one thing, she could lose a bunch of weight and she could have lost weight and then been like, of course I lost weight, blah, 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 and then gone with it. Like, it's just where I got to. Like, she's making a directed effort. Something's fucked up. Something has sprung loose, which is going to happen. Again, as an I told you so, you are not going to be 500 pounds, be fat your entire life, get to 500 pounds when you're 40 and it not be a negative. Like, this is a very serious negative, you know?
I've tried to lose weight before, but why is this time different?
Well, because the times you've tried to lose weight before, you lied about them. And I thought you were anorexic. We're no longer anorexic, apparently? Weird all of a sudden. Weird. Like, that it's just amazing how all of a sudden, you're not anorexic. Crazy.
And I realized for me that while the public discourse around my body and weight loss has been louder than ever,
but that's all you are, is discussion about your looks. Like, without discussion about your looks, you are literally nothing. Like, literally nothing. You're just some low IQ person. You must understand this. Like, you talk about your looks all the time. You start the discourse. But it's always this weird thing that especially fat acceptance people get. They want to be able to put whatever the fuck they want on the internet, but they expect only positive reinforcement. Like, that's fucking crazy. And somebody even just said, and this is true, being big is her whole personality. It is her whole personality.
While I've had videos going around about my body where people are picking it apart saying, wow, she's gotten so big.
Nobody needs to pick that apart. They can see that shit from space. You've gotten very big.
Yeah, I did gain a lot of weight. I was surviving a lot of trauma. I'm very proud of my body.
No, you're not, because you're changing it. And again, one more time. So no anorexia anymore. You're basically saying, and this is an admission, that she was binge eating from her trauma. I mean, one more time, I told you so. I wish I wasn't even right about this shit. You know that? Like, I think that people misconstrue a few things. I wish that being fat didn't negatively affect your health. I wish it didn't negatively affect the country, which it absolutely does. Being fat as fuck makes you a burden upon everybody. So I wish I was wrong, but I'm not. And I haven't been. And I'm not going to be, because gravity fucking exists, along with the same size of your heart. Like, there is no way in the world anybody could tell me that this woman wasn't suffering. Like, she's not in daily pain. She probably gets lightheaded standing up. It's reality, And now she's saying that she gained a lot of weight because she had a lot of trauma. What trauma? I thought you were anorexic. And also, like, if trauma is an excuse for self-destructive behavior, everybody has trauma. You're not fucking special. Like, you don't think that other people have trauma too? Like, what makes it so you can decide that your trauma means that you get to disproportionately burden everybody else because you don't want to deal with it? I'm sorry, but that's just not how that shit works. Like, you saying, I had a lot of trauma. Of course I gained weight. But you were lying the whole time saying you're anorexic. Which is, just for the record, massively disrespectful to people that actually have anorexia, or people that know anybody that's been anorexic. Like, it's just so level fucking disrespectful. It's wild. And I notice how she's not mentioning that here. because now you're going to talk about losing weight as somebody that's claiming to be anorexic. I'm at the stage now where I really hope the best for you, because one more time, you are somebody's mother. But I'm going to point out again that you're just a lying piece of shit. I can't even avoid it, because you're avoiding everything you've said for fucking years with this. You're trying to be like, well, yeah, it's all your guys' fault I got fat in the first place now. Like, so you're saying that trauma caused you to get fat. And you are linking about how other people talking about the discourse around your body that you openly fucking do. Like, are we going to pretend that, you don't have pictures everywhere of you almost fucking naked while being 500 fucking pounds? You don't think people are going to talk about that? If you think people aren't going to talk about your body when all you present is your body, you are either super fucking stupid or just a liar. And chances are both.
Or, oh, she's such a bad mom for being fat.
Facts. Sorry, but if you're 500 pounds and you have a young child, you're not being a good parent. You're not. You are very much showing them very unhealthy behaviors. You are displaying very unhealthy behaviors, and you are making it seem like it's okay. If you are a 500-pound person and you have a young child, you are being a horrible fucking parent. Let me rephrase that. She's actually going to be being a better parent if she actually starts to lose weight, because that means she is trying to change and to rectify the errors of her ways, because it is your fucking fault you're 500 fucking pounds, Tess. So you will be automatically being a better mom, because you will be trying to, save your own life so your child doesn't have to think of you as just a memory who loved food more than you love them. Because that's the thing. You have allowed yourself to balloon up to deal with your trauma selfishly when you should be living for your child. Fuck your trauma. Stay fucking healthy for your children. Fuck your trauma. Who cares? Jesus.
Does it make you a bad mom to be fat?
If you're not trying to lose weight, yes.
It doesn't. It just makes
your opinion is not really relevant.
You a mom.
No.
The reason that this time is different.
You are over-consuming resources which could go to your child's future. You are, in fact, showing your child very seriously negative behaviors. You are very, 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 very consistently showing your child the wrong things to do and making them seem like they are the right things to do. It does. It makes you, unless you acknowledge, like, I am having a hard time losing this weight, I am having a hard time being healthy. If you acknowledge that to your child, then they realize that while you are still struggling, it is not a good thing, right? You are trying to pretend like you are doing nothing wrong. You have done nothing wrong when you, in fact, have overconsumed resources that should be meant for your family, especially your child, while lying about being anorexic. And then now are pretending that it was never your fault, it was other people's fault because of trauma, and trying to make excuses. You don't get to state you're a good mom when you're a 500-pound mom who's been in denial for fucking years. Your opinion on the matter is not relevant because you clearly are not a good mom. At least you haven't been in the last however many years, where you gluttoned yourself to get even fatter than you were when you should have been taking steps when your child was young to think, am I going to be able to see this child when they grow up? Like, because that's the thing right now. Her child's still young. I'm betting that somebody gave her a diagnosis that if she doesn't change soon, it's over. And I don't know, but again, there's no reason for her to actually be saying this out loud to the general public unless she's trying to force herself to fucking change. Like, I see her trying to take away the options. And if she puts it out there, that means that now it's out there. So that's where I'm viewing this right now.
Right? Is because I no longer feel the need to defend myself. I don't.
One more time, she's defending herself against everybody because she's the victim. You are the victim. You absolutely are the victim, Tess, of yourself. Like you are your own victim. That's for fucking sure. You are the victim. You are your own victim.
I think I carried other people's projections about my weight. The weight of other people's projections onto me was so heavy.
I'm refraining from making jokes about what she's saying, but it's extremely hard.
And I finally feel free. I feel freer than I ever have.
No, you don't.
It took me.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You feel very trapped. She's lying. You would not be trying to lose weight if you did not feel very trapped. You wouldn't be. Because you clearly don't want this to fuck your shit up right now. That's why you were trying to frame this as if you have somehow been victimized, right? As if you haven't been a horrible fucking person to other women that have lost weight. Horrible. Like this, she has been horrible to other women that have lost weight. Look at the fuck up. Horrible. She has been horrible to other women that have lost weight. And right now she's about to lose weight, so she needs to paint this as she was a picture. The weight of other the weight of other people's expectations. No, that's not the heaviest thing you ever carried. The heaviest thing you ever carried is definitely fucking you. Right? The expectations of other people. Nobody would be talking about you if you didn't fucking like make a stance about this shit. You'd just be some fat woman. This does not strike me as a very positive start that you are trying to absolve yourself of responsibility of what you've fucking done to yourself. As an expert in weight loss, I've helped thousands of fucking people. You are not going to lose weight in the mind frame that you have now. You might lose a little bit of weight, and she might even go on Ozempic, and she might even do all those things, right? But you're not going to lose. You're not going to get to a healthy weight ever. Not at your state. At your state, you are so radically unhealthy that very honestly, it is going to take a lot for you to get there, and you are not showing the mind frame that was necessary to do it, like at all whatsoever. You are viewing this as something like you are trying to frame that this is something that happened to you, like other people pointing out, like, hey, this woman who is almost naked in almost every fucking photo she's taken, showing her fat ass, like that's not attractive. You're saying that them having an opinion about shit you freely share when you knew that most people would have a negative opinion about it, you're stating that that is the reason why you glutton yourself. No, you gluttoned yourself because you put yourself out there, didn't want to fucking accept the reality of your situation, that being a fat fuck is actually bad for you, gluttoned yourself even bigger, and now you've got to make a fucking serious life change, or you would not be admitting this. You would not be admitting this if it was an option for you. You don't feel free because there's no way this is a fucking option. There's no way that this is like truly like, well, I think I'll just decide to lose weight. You wouldn't choose this shit. You definitely wouldn't choose this shit publicly. You definitely would not choose this shit publicly. I'm still thinking that she's like in the parking lot to the doctor's office, like, and they just gave her bad news because there's no motherfucking way she would be admitting this shit unless it was very fucking serious. It's not like you have a choice. You don't feel free. I gave up what other people think. No, it just, you realize that what other people say doesn't even matter anymore because what you've done is very likely putting you at death's door. You know? She had a recent video that she has now deleted where she was talking to another person like, you have type 2 diabetes, not me. Like, as if you're not pre-diabetic. Like, you expect us to believe you're among the 8% of people in the fucking country that are metabolically healthy? I'm going to think not. 92% of the population is not metabolically healthy. You are definitely not in the fucking 8%. Definitely not, no fucking way. Not even if you have a little fucking fairy godmother.
A long time to get here. Not the sun coming out while I'm saying this, the irony. But I feel free and I feel great. And
if you felt great while you're losing weight, huh?
People are always going to talk. I just don't have to let it get to me anymore.
But I thought you said it never got to you. I always thought you were saying how much of a bad bitch you are. That was a lie too. Okay, good. Just checking. Like that's the thing, right? They all talk about this shit. Like Lizzo's lost weight. Fucking what's her name? The fucking comedian, the not so good comedian. What's her name? I fucking forget her name. She's lost weight. Adele's lost weight. Fucking they're all losing weight. Like they all would say like there's nothing wrong with being fat until they found a way to fucking inject themselves with something and make themselves lose weight. It is what we've always said even before the Ozempic era. If you motherfuckers could take a pill and not be fat, you would do so. That's what Tess is doing right now. She's choosing to lose weight. And again, I don't believe that she feels free. I believe she feels very fucking trapped because there is not a way in goddamn hell she would be announcing this right now. Not a way in hell. Yes, this is right. Amy Schumer, Meghan Trainor, they're all losing weight. All of them, you know? Yeah, this is true. She would be bragging if she was actually healthy because they all got a bad diagnosis. But they all, yeah. I mean, I'm sure. Like, Tess has gotten, just to be real, she's gotten very big in the last couple of years. Like, very, very, very big. Like, she was big before, but she's gotten very big. Like, she's pushing maximum density. Like, at some point in time, she's just going to explode if she doesn't change it. So, now this is another thing, too, I'm wondering. She needs to cash. They all do. Views down, attention waning. I'm going to agree. It will be interesting to see how much of this weight loss journey she puts online. It will be interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But so listen, I'll take some Q&A for a couple minutes. Here is, that's not it, by the way. That's not what I almost just shared some code with you. Here is where you can get our 6-month holiday package for coaching, daily communication, weekly video conferences. We focus on helping people lose weight permanently. If you have weight cycled the same 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds and up, if you've lost it more than once or twice, we can help you build a sustainable lifestyle. We can help you lose it over the holidays. We can even have you start losing weight, enjoy the holidays, build healthy habits so you can lose all the weight and keep it off permanently. Incredible deal for daily communication, weekly video conferences. Check it out. Check it out right here. It'll be also in the description box and on the pinned comment when this is fully up. Thoughts on prolonged fasting? Depends on what you mean by prolonged. I'm not a huge fan of anything over 24 hours, especially for people that have had a hard time losing weight. One of the reasons being is you end up getting yourself extremely hungry. And then when you start eating again, especially if you start eating non-protein fat items singularly, it truly to me is a problem, right? Like if you get yourself overly hungry as a person that has trouble with food, it's not good. Now, that said, it depends on what you mean by prolonged fasting, because I eat in a very small window, probably 4-hour window a day. And that's just how I eat. I don't consider it fasting. It's just how I eat. That also helps me keep my stomach rather small because I focus on whole foods. I don't overstuff myself ever anymore. If you keep yourself used to eating a high volume of food, which sometimes when people fast, it causes them to overeat at the sitting, it's definitely a problem. However, I will say this. If you are going to prolong fast, do it this way. When you break your fast, make sure you break your fast with protein and fat. I would suggest a good ribeye steak. And I would suggest you eat 3/4 of it, stop, drink 20 ounces of water, wait 20 minutes, and see if you're still hungry. And then go from there. This is awesome. I just want to let you know my blood pressure is normal, pure-blooded, hard work. Hell yeah, great job, a great job. And yes, she did just write a book to teens and tweens about being fat and happy. Isn't that wild? It's fucking crazy. Squirrel Girl, thank you very much. That is awesome. Awesome. We're happy to have you. Looking forward to having many others of you. We have lots of big and neat changes coming. So, folks, I'll be back tomorrow for 2 or 3. But tonight is just going to be me. 5 days no smoking. Hell yeah! 5 days no smoking. Drinking warm water is working, sir. After a lot of struggle, though, and you know what? Don't beat yourself up if you're struggling, but you're doing. That's fucking great. Everybody encourage this person. Everybody. That's fucking awesome. Awesome. Oh, I'm sure that they're declining. But listen, folks, one more time, here is where you can get our coaching. Please check this out. I think we're the best weight loss coaches in the country because we help people build real healthy lifestyles based on what they currently come in with. So it's sustainable and helpful. And we truly don't care who you vote for, who you love, what color your skin is. We don't give a shit. I just want to help people lose weight and get healthy. That is what I think I'm here for. So I hope all of you have a very, very good day. My name is Alan Roberts. Thank you very much for tuning in. God damn.